Hi, and welcome to Back to School Night. I'm Mrs. Rodriguez, and I'm teaching your child in AP Calculus BC this year. This is new to my schedule, but I'm really excited to be teaching it as I've taught over the last several years, regular calculus, Calculus AB, and now AP Calculus BC. I'm looking forward to the challenge. I'm looking forward to working with each of your students, and they so far have already been um, extremely hardworking and diligent in making sure that deadlines are met and deadlines are organized. And I can just tell that this is a group that really wants to work, and I think we're going to enjoy that this year and also find a lot of time in order to build our community, because that's one of my top priorities as a teacher, is making sure that we have a strong, happy, healthy, safe environment for all of us to learn and grow in. What I want to do is walk you through my Canvas website so you have an understanding of what their expectations are on a daily or weekly basis. So I'm going to share my screen. This is something that we do often in class. That way they can see exactly what it is I'm talking about and what I'm doing. So they have a dashboard, and this is something that I believe you all should be having soon, where they can click on the course. So I'm going to click on my AP Calculus BC class. And this brings us to my homepage technically, but it's just my list of modules. And I think that this is the easiest way for them to stay organized. It takes them exactly where they need to go. So the first thing that's always going to stay up top is my Zoom link. Okay, this is my personal meeting ID, and that way for class or office hours, they can use the same exact link. The second module, which will also always be here, is the PDF of our textbook, as well as some extra suggested homework in case they need support. This is not mandatory. They do not have to do this. Within each assignment will have problem sets that they need to complete. This is just additional. I have my virtual office hours sign up. So the first page gives you a list of what my office hours are. Okay, they have access to this as whenever they need it. And then the second was a link for a survey that they could fill out, letting me know when and why they want to meet with me. Module 1 was basically for the first week of school, a little bit of help getting to know each other with the community building activities, introduce yourself, and student information sheet. They also had a pre-calc review just to make sure that they were fully on top of all the skills, the prerequisites that they would need in order to be successful in this course. And I have my virtual syllabus as well as the math department grading policy. So I'll take you through the syllabus. The nice thing about Canvas is you can preview things without downloading every document if you don't want to have it saved to your computer. So on my syllabus, I have information of how to contact me, as well as all my office hours, the textbook, which we are distributing this week, in addition to the PDF that's available, what you're expected to come to class with. So being prepared for a normal class, pencil, a note-taking system, whether it's a notebook, binder, iPad, computer, and a graphing calculator. We're following 4 steps to virtual learning, but I'll continue this process even when we return to the classroom, because I do think that it's a good model. It's something that I've always kind of wanted to follow, but up until now, we really didn't have every student with a device or every student with connection to Wi-Fi. So now we can flip our classroom, and the students can watch these mini lessons at home and take notes, and then in class we can work through those really challenging problems together and make sure that we're problem solving and understanding the concepts. So it's a watch, read, do, confer, and then assess. So they have the videos already pre-recorded to watch and take notes on. That's something that they would be doing as their homework. In class, we have the problem sets that we can work through and ask each other questions. Confer, we're going to have lots of discussion boards posted, and sometimes they're going to be posting videos of themselves working through a problem. And assessment can range anywhere from a mini quiz to a chapter test or a long-term project. Rules in classroom conduct. So this works around respect, being on time, being prepared, and effort. All of those things are keys to being successful anywhere, and that's kind of the standards that I hold in my classroom as well. I'm going to show you the grading attachment in a moment. Absenteeism, it's still going to happen, and that's okay. Just make sure that we're documenting things with the attendance office and letting me know early and often when possible. Academic integrity, it's a conversation that I have every year. When we're home on Zoom instruction and remote learning, it's a little bit different, but same message from me, right? We're always looking to be the best people that we can be, working on our character. So I don't think anybody would want to define themselves in this way. So I just remind my students to kind of ask themselves those questions when they are completing homework and completing quizzes and such. Make sure that they're taking full ownership and they can be honest and and proud of the work that they put in. Okay, so here's the new grading policy for the school year, and this is a department-based policy. It's going off of category weights, and they are structured to follow the watch, do, assess, and confer model that I just spoke to you about. So that taking notes at home, that's 10%. The do, the problem sets, things that are worked together in class, small projects, etc., that's 20%. Assessment's broken up into 2 categories: formative, which would be your smaller quizzes and exit slips and comprehension checks during the lessons; summative, which would be the chapter tests, long-term projects and such. So that's 25% and then 30%. And then the confer could be our discussion boards. It could be one-on-one conferencing or small group meetings, and that's an additional 15%. So all of the assignments are put into one of those categories, and then it goes in as that weighted percentage. Each module will be structured according to the chapters that we cover. So chapter 2 is the limits chapter. And in BC, we cover content rather quickly. So we're most of the way through our chapter 2 already. So the students were expected to, first page is always going to be the learning objectives. Take notes. So here's the outline version of the notes that they don't have to use for 2-1 through 2-3. There's my personal videos, and then Khan Academy videos as they need them for 2-1 through 2-3. They then had to post their notes for 2-1 to 2-3. Problem set, where we had time in class to go through questions, and then they post their results or their work. And the discussion board. So they're posting a video of them walking through a lesson with their peers responding with a commendation and a recommendation. And then a mini quiz. So actually today is going to be, as I'm recording this, today, which is Monday, is going to be the first quiz, 2.1 through 2.2. Some of the quizzes and assessments will be during Zoom class, and sometimes they'll be able to do asynchronous learning with their quizzes as well. And then we move into 2.5, 2.6, and this is something that they've also already completed. But that's the structure of each module, and as we go through each chapter, they will be quite similar so that we have an idea and a good rhythm going. At the end of each chapter, we will have a project when applicable, and then a chapter test. Okay. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'd be happy to go live with you on a Zoom chat or a phone conversation or even email. So please reach out. Thank you, and have a great year.